It's time to police the memes, people, because memes can be sexist and racist and transphobic and homophobic. Bigotry. Memes like Pepe the Frog, racist. I'm actually kidding. I think memes are meant to convey a kind of camaraderie. They're meant to convey an inside joke. Sometimes memes absolutely are racist and sexist and all that stuff, but what are you gonna do about it? Too many people who complain about this kind of nonsense, distracted boyfriend meme is sexist, rules Swedish ad watchdog, want to, control the behavior of other people. And you can't do it. We're hearing now that, apparently Twitter is going to start banning dehumanizing speech. What does that mean? Seriously, now they have rules you can't even quantify. So if I say to somebody something like, "Man, you're crazy, man. You're a crazy fella," is that dehumanizing? Questioning their sanity or something? Context matters. And I guess, I will say, we'll get to the meme stuff real quick, just for Twitter's sake. It's a terrible, horrifying place. Twitter is like hell on earth. I'm being facetious a little bit, but goddamn, I hate Twitter. And I've actually been trying to tone down my usage of it as of recent. But here we have this story from The Guardian. This meme is sexist. Popular image of man ogling another woman deemed degrading and discriminatory. And there you go. All other news stories, this article about a meme. Ha 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 ha. It's so funny. It's really great, Guardian. The popular distracted boyfriend meme, based on a photo of a man turning away from his outraged girlfriend to stare admiringly at another woman, has been ruled sexist by Sweden's advertising ombudsman. The stock image, also known as Man Looking at Other Women by Antonio Guillem, a photographer from Barcelona, Gayem? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the Spanish name like that. Was named Meme of the Year in April and was one of the most widely shared memes in 2017, providing comment on anything from music to politics to hit TV shows. It's also I think there's 4 memes that are identical. This meme is the same as the Drake meme where he's like this and like this. That's the same thing. Or the meme where the car is doing a harsh U-turn and there's if you know what I'm talking about, they're basically the same thing. It's rejecting one thing for another thing. So here you have a woman, you have this woman, you'd write pancakes, and then waffles, and you could do literally the same thing with Drake and whatever. It's they're similar but not identical. The advertisement objectifies women, the Ombudsman RO said. It presents women as interchangeable items and suggests only their appearance is interesting. It also shows degrading stereotypical gender roles of both men and women and gives the impression men can change female partners as they change jobs. Oh my God, let's break this paragraph down because, that was a doozy. First of all, the advertisement objectifies women. You can argue that, that's fair. I would say it doesn't objectify women because it's just showing a scene with 2 women and a man. It's not like the woman is, I don't know. I honestly don't know how they're trying to claim this objectifies women. I don't see the argument. Perhaps you can clarify for me, Mr. Ombudsman. It presents women as interchangeable items and suggests only their appearance is interesting. It doesn't suggest only their appearance is interesting. No, it suggests that men like looking at women's butts. I believe that is a fact. I'm pretty sure that if men didn't like looking at women's butts, we would have serious problems with the reproduction of the human race. Humans are sexually attracted to each other. Did you know that? I think it's becoming a trade secret in this day and age where people are actually trying to play it off this is not normal. Look, I'm not saying men should ogle women. I'm saying this is a relatable photo, sort of, because people are yeah, guys do that. And women get mad when, their boyfriend, whatever, ogles women. All right. It also shows degrading stereotypical gender roles of both men and women. In what regard? The man, it could be this, look, this could be a man, and that could be a woman, this could be a guy, and the same thing would work. It has nothing to do with gender roles. It's simply the fact that there's a couple, and one person in the couple, one of the members of this couple is looking at another person. Switch it, put a guy here, put a woman here, put a guy here, and make the woman do the same thing. Yeah, that's also kind of relatable. A woman looking at a hot guy, and the guy being yo, what the hell, man? That's not a gender stereotype at all. This is just ridiculous. And it gives the impression that men can change female partners as they change jobs. They can! I'm not saying they should or it's right, but literally, you have the freedom to break up with your significant other. Okay, you can be with your girlfriend, and you can look at another woman, turn to your girlfriend and say, bye-bye, we're breaking up. It's a dick move, but you can do it. Why are they acting like you can't? There's no law saying that men can't break up with their partners. The ombudsman said the image objectified the two women by presenting them as workplaces. What? As workplaces, but the man as an individual, and added that the other woman was clearly a sex object unrelated to the advertisement, which is for recruiting salespeople. Oh, they're talking about something specific, a specific version of this meme. So here's what I'll say. I can understand the objectification idea now, in that typically you are the man and the women are objects, literally. Like this is a news story and this is a news story. And you are looking between them and the women are identified as an object and not a person. Sure, I understand that now, but I think people, men and women alike, understand the context of the meme. And all I can say is, you know what? Perhaps we remedy this by creating a meme where we invert the genders and then everyone can be happy, right? As long as we keep both, because if we only have one, it's sexist towards one or the other gender. So if we can have two, then people can choose which one they want to use. And maybe they should just put two of them on top of each other with the same meme, just to make sure everybody knows they're not sexist, apparently. Jokes are not allowed. I'm sorry. They're absolutely not allowed. The Swedish advertising industry is self-regulating, meaning that the ombudsman can criticize ads, but it does not have the power to impose sanctions. The ad, posted in April, drew nearly 1,000 comments, many from women who complained it was sexist. Okay, so here's the thing. This is, let me see if I can pull this up, because this is specific. This is specifically about a Bahnhof ad, and I think I can pull it up. So I'm not necessarily, I don't think they're talking about the meme entirely, the specific meme, the specific image. So this one right here, I have no idea what this is, but apparently this is something, and this is you, and he's looking at something else. And so showing the women as workplaces is considering them to be things or objects, and this is the guy. So apparently that's what he's complaining about. If that's the case, the story's a little different, because everyone's kind of presenting this like Sweden saying the meme, you can't do it. Well, technically, yes. No matter how you use the meme, it's going to fall into the context that this guy claims is sexist. Another, Sophie Sundaker, sorry if I can't pronounce that right, said, it doesn't matter if it's a popular meme. If you do not see how this picture is sexist, whatever words are on the people, you are clearly not a workplace for any woman who wants to be taken seriously in her work. The company said on its Facebook page that its aim had been to illustrate a situation that shows Bahnhof is an attractive employer and that people who have a slightly duller workplace might be interested in us. This was the situation illustrated in the meme. Anyone familiar with the internet and meme culture knows how this meme is used and interpreted. Gender is usually irrelevant in the context, as I've stated. We explained meme culture to the ombudsman, but it chose to interpret the post differently. You know, here's one of the biggest problems with laws like in the UK, in the EU, is that there can be a standard colloquial understanding of what a meme means. But one person can interpret it however they want and then say it's offensive. And if offending people is against the law, like it is pretty much in the UK, don't be surprised when random people get arrested for posting memes, because you have someone like this who they said, listen, gender is irrelevant. We're trying to explain how this meme works. But the ombudsman chose to interpret the post differently, apparently. If the company should be punished for anything, it concluded, it should be using a tired old meme. Hey, yes. The main punishment this company needs is to appear on Reddit r/fellow-kids. Because you're late to the party, the meme is old, and why does it, you know what I think happens? With a lot of these companies, I think they've got people in their late 30s who are like, what's this great meme everyone's using? And they're already kind of on the back end of the meme, and then someone says, let's run with it, it's still popular, right? Yep, people are posting it now. And then after several months of approval and showing it to clients, a year goes by and they're like, great, we're signed off, launch the ad, and then it's just not relevant anymore, and everyone's like, dude, that meme, that's an old meme, what are you doing? Nobody's talking about it. No one's using that anymore, we use a different meme now. While it frequently features near the top of world gender equality rankings, why are they including this in here? A 2016 study found Sweden has the worst of the Nordic countries at combating sexist advertising. This year, Stockholm Council voted to bar ads deemed sexist or degrading from the city's public billboards. Well then, perhaps you can't solve your problem. You know, there's, I guess one last final thought. There's this study done that found that Nordic countries, like Scandinavian countries, actually have less female representation in STEM and things of that nature. And apparently there's studies that have been found that the more gender equality there is, the less likely, like the bigger the divide between men and women is, right? So the gender roles become more pronounced the more women are free to choose. So in the US, I guess the argument is, based on what's going on in Scandinavia, if we continually push for gender equality, we're going to see less women in STEM. And I did a video not too long ago about how these like gender inclusive narratives have actually put women off. It makes them feel like they can't trust people. It makes them feel like they can't be part of the crew. You know, when I play video games, when I do hobby stuff, do work, and there's women, you know, working alongside us, there's like never an issue. I've been in conflict zones with women, and there's literally no issue. I can only imagine if, you know, from like most of your life, you're inundated with this narrative that guys are going to be mean and sexist and you got to fight twice as hard. You're going to have some like natural animosity, and it's only going to make things worse. I don't know if that's what's going on, but in Sweden, certainly, you know, like I don't have the study pulled up or anything, but that's apparently what has happened. So anyway, there you go. Memes are sexist, I guess, even if there's an interpretation of it, whatever. I've got one more video coming up in just a few minutes. Stick around.